Hello and welcome to the Blue Wolf channel. Our focus here is to make your life better. Anything we have experience with, we're going to share to hopefully make your life a little bit easier. It could be money, it could be food, it could be just about anything that we find important. Thank you for listening and enjoy your video. Hello and welcome to the next in my series on the money mindset. This series is dedicated to the young people of the world, specifically those in my family. Now, I'm presenting this assuming that you don't have a lot of basic knowledge on how investments work and how money works in general. And if you do, this is probably not the video for you. But even so, you might pick something up. I'm acting as a tour guide. I can't give you an MBA in a 3-minute video here, but I can be your tour guide and point you towards things that will enhance your education and let you understand a bit about how money works and how investing works and how to create a life free of having to work the 9 to 5 or 9 to 9 depending on your job, or even worse, the 6 to 9. I've got a few people in my family that do that. Anyway, this week I want to talk about a book by Joel Greenblatt. It's the little book that beats the market. Actually, this is the second edition, so we added the word "still beats the market." This book was written by Joel Greenblatt, who is a hedge fund manager. He's very successful, very well known, but he wrote it in a format for his children to be able to understand what he does, and so that they would have a foundation, so that when they graduated from high school or whatnot, or college even, actually before they even get into both, he's got them investing. But it's so they can understand what they're doing. And I'm not talking about the nuts and bolts, this is how you place a trade or anything. He talks about what a business is and how to place a valuation on it. And he uses very simple examples. I mean, throughout the book, you're going to hear about Jason's Gum Shop and Only Broccoli. It's very simple, and it's supposed to be. It helps you no matter what age you are. If you have if you don't have your MBA, or even if you do and you haven't used it, it helps you understand how, that everyday price you see for stocks or gold or real estate or whatnot, there's a reason for those prices. Earlier video I talked about Mr. Market, or, he gets a little crazy sometimes. But on your normal day, prices are sane, and this is how you get to them. You do the math, and he walks through it very simply. The other thing about this book that I found interesting, but that's because I'm steeped in the numbers and I know where he's coming from, is he continuously talks about the magic formula. It's something he came up with, and it's a way of investing in stocks or companies that is basically, it's very formulaic, and in theory it works. It's never actually been done. Everything he talks about is all back testing that you can do on various stock brokerage platforms and whatnot. And it harkens back a little further to Ben Graham, who I also talked about in the Mr. Market video. Ben Graham's magic formula doesn't work anymore because it was Depression era formula, and companies don't sell for, there's just not that panic that there was then. At least not yet. We'll see what happens with our country. But in the meantime, the world we're living in, it's real good mathematically, and he hypes it and he hypes it and he hypes it. I feel free to skim past all that. I mean, I found it interesting, but in the end, he actually tried to apply it, and he found it to be too tedious and too much work, and he gave up on it himself. He still does a variation of it, but it's a lot of computerization, and he actually has a website that will give you some pretty good ideas on what to look for and what to look at. Don't buy any of the things on his website without doing your due diligence. I'm your educator, not your advisor, and I just do not go out and buy anything that's on his website, which is very useful, but do not buy anything without knowing what you're buying. And if you don't know, don't put any money on it. Anyway, the book is The Little Book That Still Beats the Market by Joel Greenblatt. It's a small book. It's less than, well, if you take off the appendixes, it's about 160 pages, but they're, half the size of your average, normal book. This is not quite a bathroom read, but it's a weekend read at most in the bathroom. It doesn't take that long, and it's very educational. You'll get the most out of it right up front. The magic formula is entertaining, and he throws out a lot of numbers, and it all makes sense mathematically, but it's also not something the average human is going to do. There's too many emotions involved, too much real money involved, and it's just a lot of work. So there's other ways, and when we get a little further down the road, I'll tell you how to get to those ways, which are also a lot of work, but they're not near as stressful and guess-worthy as these are. Again, check out this book. It's really good. Once you do, I'd love to hear your comments down in the comments section. And that's it for me today. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching this video from the Blue Wolf channel. If you enjoyed your content and want to see more, please hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. Thank you. Good day.